Let's talk about some of those stock stories with Renita Young joining me, our senior markets correspondent. Renita, thinking about the banks has obviously been our focus, but there is still plenty of other news flow in the system here. Let's talk a little Alibaba first. A major division going to happen. They're going to do some IPOs. They're going to do some spin outs.
Yes,
should be exciting.
Huge thing. So Alibaba is switching over or breaking up into 6 separate business units. Each of them will have the ability to file for IPOs except for one, the Commerce Group, which is a wholly owned Alibaba subsidiary, and that group coincidentally makes up a majority of the company's income. It makes up much of its domestic e-commerce income, which it is known a lot for. But Daniel Zhang is going to continue to be the chairman and CEO of Alibaba Group. That'll be the huge parent company over it. And so it's going to follow the holding company model, and then it'll have the 6 underneath it, but they can each become public companies. And the company says that it wants to unlock shareholder value and foster market competitiveness. And so the 6 business units, one's going to focus on cloud intelligence. And now Alibaba is a pretty dominant player, is the dominant player in cloud intelligence in China. And it has about 36% of market share already. So it's already strong there. It's going to have the Commerce Group. It'll also have a local services group, which includes the food delivery service, local or smart logistics, as well as digital commerce, and then a digital media and entertainment group. And so it'll be interesting to see how this happens and how it fosters competition when you think about it.
It does kind of seem like a bit of a seminal moment here where you have one of these huge mega cap leaders in this country breaking apart now. Market likes it. Maybe trying to also get a little smaller, perhaps slide under the radar of the CCP a little bit more easily after all the Chinese crackdowns last year. Super interesting story. So market loving it right now.
Yeah.
We're also looking at Disney follow-up from yesterday. Let's talk about that for a sec. We're getting some more details about their layoffs.
Yes, more details about those 7,000 layoffs that Disney announced back in February. We've learned today that they've started the layoffs with the metaverse department, completely eliminating that department. It's about 50 people right now. And right now the market, I don't think it knows how to interpret that information because we saw shares a little bit lower about 15 minutes ago. They turned a little bit higher now. They're around unchanged, but we'll find out more. But the Wall Street Journal reports that it's starting that 7,000 person layoff, and that whole restructuring effort is going to save the company about $5.5 billion in costs.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
So they got a long ways to go
They
here.
still do, and Disney has a lot of money anyway, right? But Bob Iger is starting his efficiency run, and so far we see that the entertainment group will have cuts, so will Parks. One thing that we haven't heard about yet is ESPN, but that is expected to have cuts in the second round. That'll happen in April. Then it'll be a third round in the summer.
Okay. So the metaverse, Disney, no mas. I guess that was the lowest hanging fruit to pick off there.
Probably.
Only 50 people, though. Got a lot to go. All right, 6,950 left. So we'll keep an eye on where they come from. Thanks, Renita. Appreciate it.